God, that's so much fun to play. Hey guys, David Clayton here with GuitarBrekdown.com. Welcome back to another lesson. This time we are going to break down a solo over the tune called Funk 49. Funk 49 is an amazing tune that everybody plays. It's just got such a great groove to it, and it's so much fun to improvise over. This solo, though, is being brought to you by Phil X, the amazing, outstanding Phil X. He just recorded recently with Marty Schwartz. I'm sure everybody knows of Marty. He's got an amazing stuff on YouTube. He's been doing it forever. He's one of the most popular out there. And I just actually talked to Marty a couple days ago and told him that I was going to do a lesson on this, and he was totally cool with it, and he actually thought it was pretty cool, I think. So what it is Marty and Phil got together and they did a few lessons. So check out the link. I'll put a link. Click the button here or below in the description, and go to Marty's channel and check out them performing this tune. It's really, really cool. It's a whole band. Marty plays bass on it, and Phil just absolutely tears it up as always. But also check the link below for the tab for this solo, because I've transcribed the whole thing. We're not going to go completely in depth note for note in this solo, but we are going to touch on some of the more complex parts or whatever, but the tab will definitely help you out, so click the description below to grab that. Otherwise, let's get to the lesson, and now. Alright, so let's dive into a few of the things that Phil does in this solo. For the most part, it's A minor pentatonic. Every once in a while, he throws in a flat 5 or another note, but what makes it so awesome and what's so great about Phil's playing is, one, he plays so aggressively, and two, his timing is unbelievable. And he always really accents those strong beats. His timing is just amazing. Now, if you haven't seen before, we've done a bunch of lessons on Phil before. We've done some interviews with him too. Click the link below in the description, and you will find those, and you'll get a little more insight into his playing. We've got a bunch more videos of him coming up too that we just finished editing, interview-wise and lesson-wise, so check those out. But this solo, basically, it starts out, basically, you know, the whole tune, it lands on that E7 sharp 9 chord, that really Hendrixy chord, right? And he's just gradually bending up those two notes of that chord on the G and B string. So it's a 7th fret G string, 8th fret B string. And he just lets those ring together. And you get a little bit of dissonance, which is really cool. Then he just does this little phrase. And that's just, again, he's just playing, giving that dissonance with those two notes and hitting those beats. And what's cool about that is he bends with the first finger on the 5th fret G string, which is a little difficult for some people. And he gradually sort of bends that down. And I think he even like bends it up and down and up again real quick. But not that drastically, I don't think. And then he just bangs on that note. Then he comes back, and this is all pentatonic. A minor pentatonic, right? Even that double stop there is within the pentatonics. And there he does a cool thing where he's just, again, going up the pentatonic. It's like, I mean, you could just really keep walking up that if you want. And just keep doing that. It's a cool little way of phrasing instead of staying in one box. Then he bends that note on the 9th fret of the G string. So all those notes are on the G string, with a D string kind of muted thing going on. And he's got to reach the pentatonic, so he bends that up a step and a half, which is sometimes a weird bend for some. And all that is, again, pentatonic, going from that second position, and that's the first position. Then he slides down to that fifth position. Position? And he bends that last note up, so you have... Alright, one more time, real slow. I'm sorry. And he gets into this really super cool phrase. Right, and that whole thing is just... And I added an extra note in there, but... Now all that is, again, super cool, but it's just pentatonics adding one or two flavor notes. So you could take that phrase, it's just going a note above to the note below. So it's going... Now I'm doing this just in pentatonics right now. That's the same exact phrase, just going up in one position on A minor pentatonic. Start with that note, go back one note. Go up two notes, go back one note. Go up two notes, go up, right? So you have, I'll walk you through that real quick. 7, 5 on the A string. Then you have 5 on the D string, 7 on the A string. So it's... Then you repeat that up another string. 7, 5 on the D string, then 5 on the G string, 7 on the D string. So you have... And then you just repeat that pattern conforming to the shape of the A minor pentatonic. Right? Now the cool thing, you can do that in every position, right? Now the cool thing is adding that flat 5 in there. So he starts on the flat 5 in this position. Now instead of going all the way up the scale and doing it that way, he starts shifting up positions, which is really cool. And then he also adds one extra note, so you have... So when he gets to that next position, and again, it's all in the tab, so I'm not going to walk note for note through this, but here's the chromaticism with the flat 5. Then it's just pentatonics. Then he does that chromaticism again, up an octave. All right, same exact thing, just up 2 frets and down 2 strings. Now he gets into this thing where he throws in this one note that's outside the pentatonic scale, and it's the 6th interval. So if you have... Right? So he throws that in. And then it's back to pentatonics again. Right? Those are the 3 positions of pentatonic. So the only extra note is that 6th interval. So it's a flat 5 and a 6. Everything else is pentatonics. So you have... Right? And the only other thing, too, that I kind of screwed up here, instead of going... He goes back to that flat 5 there. So he goes... Instead of going... Right, which just sounds cool. That throwing that flat 5 in a bunch really sounds great. And you'll see in the transcription where he hammers on and pulls off, but I would experiment. You know, I don't think I do it exactly the way he does it when I play it. I do a lot more pull-offs than alternate picking, but he does definitely get this punctuation in sound by picking. also, you know, take notice of muting the strings too. You don't want it to be, you know, just strings ringing out like crazy. All right, so let's get on to the next concept.